I'm Heather Foxx. Thank you for joining us. I'm here with Ari Kamin. How are you doing tonight?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've been making waves on the scene since I saw you play at the Rainbow Bash back in September 2021. Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So how do you get hooked up with Steven Adler?
Well,
How'd that happen?
Well, I used to have my Guns N' Roses tribute band back in Argentina. And when Steven went to Argentina to play with Guns N' Roses as a guest member, they played a big stadium called River Plate. And then after the show, there was an after party. And we were playing with my band in a club called the Roxy. And he jumped on stage with us, and we played the whole Appetite for Destruction.
Wow.
Yeah, we played songs from The Illusions, like You Could Be Mine and Don't Cry. And the chemistry between Steven and me was amazing. And 2 years after, he calls me and say, "Hey man, do you want to join my band?"
And of course you said yes.
Yeah, of course.
So what made you want to perform Guns N' Roses songs?
I mean, for me, it was like pretty natural. How
You're
it
quite
came.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I remember I was in high school singing a couple songs with my band back in the day, and this friend of mine was like, "Hey, you sound pretty like Axl Rose."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you sure?
That's cool.
You think so?"
Yeah.
And then I started listening to Guns N' Roses more, and I mean, one thing led to the other, and I don't know. I was like, it was pretty natural to me, like sing like that, and I feel like when I sing my songs, I don't sound like Axl. But when I play Guns N' Roses songs, I wanna like make the sound, the songs sound like the record. I mean, my grandfather was a jazz piano player.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so I grew up listening to him every like holiday, on Christmas, New Year's Eve. He will always play piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, when I remember my early days, I remember my grandparents playing music.
That's really cool.
I always want to be a piano player.
Yeah?
Yeah, because of him. My first cassette, my dad gave me my first cassette for my birthday. It was a Michael Jackson cassette.
Oh, cool.
I have it there.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
You love Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and it was my first concert.
Oh, cool.
I remember being there and seeing the explosions, the lights, the big screens, the people like screaming, and I was like, I want to do this.
Yeah.
This is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
You knew.
I never had a plan B.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody will ask me, what is your plan B? And I was like, I don't have a plan B. So I want to be a musician, and I'm going to do it. When I first joined Steven's band in 2018, I was coming back and forth.
Right.
So then I went back to Argentina, I closed everything, and I decided to move here.
That's very brave of you. That's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough to be away from your family, from your friends, but now I feel like my family and my friends are here, and I love it here.
That's awesome.
I feel I'm home here. I grew up like dreaming about playing the whiskey, like hanging out at the Rainbow, the Viper Room, and all those like well-known places, and I I feel like here everything is so close. You can like
Absolutely.
be there anytime. You can, I don't know, meet your idols.
Right.
The other night I was hanging at the Rainbow
Okay.
and Billy Idol was there.
No way.
Yeah, and
That's wonderful.
yeah, and every time I go out, I don't know, I meet new people, and I don't know, it's really different.
So in September, you premiered your project, Son of a Gun, at the Whiskey.
Yeah, it was.
How was that?
Oh, it was a great show.
What made that so amazing?
I mean, it was the first time we were playing the Whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know what to expect, and I mean, the response of the audience, it was awesome. It was our first time playing original songs, and the response of the audience was awesome.
That's cool.
The band sounded really tight, and I mean, it was such a good experience for us. The funny thing is, we are all from Argentina.
Oh, cool!
But we all met here. I have a lot of songs that I've been writing since the pandemic. And then when we got together with the band here, we started writing and producing and other stuff that it was not from one person or from the other. It was like songs that came together because we were a band and we wanted to express ourselves. So
you had something to say.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just thinking, as a musician myself, how do you feel safe to bring your ideas to people that you might not know that well?
I mean, for me, I never feel safe.
You don't? Wait, that's really interesting, Ari.
Yeah, because when you bring your ideas or your songs, you're expressing something that is like from your heart, from something really deep, and it doesn't matter if your bandmates are really good friends or people that you just met. You always feel exposed, you know, because
absolutely.
And I feel really blessed to be in this band with these really cool guys that I feel like comfortable showing my stuff, and I feel that they listen, and I feel really comfortable showing my stuff to my bandmates because they are really good musicians. Every time we work in a new song, I feel like everybody has something to like bring to the song, and the idea is to be an original band.
Absolutely.
But now we are working and touring as a Guns N' Roses tribute.
Right.
But we are working on all this original material, and the idea for next year is to, I don't know, record an IP or a record, but yeah.
Alright, so let's get to the real talk. What is it with you and the silver hats? How did this trend come about? That's not silver.
No, that's not silver.
This is silver. So the silver hats, how did this happen? Did that just become your trademark accidentally?
I used to wear hats, and I was reading an interview a Slash interview.
Oh, okay.
And they were asking him why the hat. And he was like, I want to be recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, what can I do to be recognizable?
Silver hat.
At first, I didn't know. I mean, I tried with golden, but I like it.
Silver's rock and roll,
Silver.
and you've got the bracelets to prove it.
Yeah, I like it better.
Yeah.
And then I tried with one head. I tried another one. I was like trying to figure out the look, you know. And suddenly everybody like started like.
I mean, no one wears hats like this or like this. You're
Yeah,
the silver hat guy.
everywhere I go now, people come and say, "Hey, I knew it was you because of the silver hat."
It's good branding.
Okay.
Which one of your hats is your favorite? The one you're wearing now?
I mean, this one is
That's
the
OG.
original.
That's
Yeah.
the OG
Yeah,
from
you can
Argentina.
Yeah, this one too.
All right, I'll put it on too. Get some Ari energy
fact,
in me.
Every time I play a show, I use that one.
Yeah.
That's the,
It's like your good luck charm.
I mean, it's for good luck, yeah.
Yeah. So you've done a lot of touring with Adler, with Son of a Gun. What are your hopes for the new year?
Yeah, well, I really want to tour. For me, that's the best. Every time we play a big festival, or it doesn't matter, any venue. After the show, I like to go out and meet the people and
That's awesome.
take pictures and hang out. For me, that's the best part of the show.
That's really cool because that means a lot to the fans.
Yeah.
It's a very special experience, and so it shows that you're very cognizant of people appreciating good rock music and that passion, and then you're receptive to that. Because I understand if you played a show and you're tired, you might be like, no, I just want to go back home. But you're very considerate.
Yeah,
You
well,
like to interact with the fans.
that's one of the things I've learned from Steven Adler. You know, when I first joined the band, I was amazed by the way he will stay till the last fan had the picture or the autograph. I mean, he could be really tired, but everybody wanted a picture, and he would stay till the last guy had the picture. And for me, that was like really.
It matters.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the fans, and he's so grateful about the fans. He's so down to earth. He will always say that he has a good life, and it's all about the fans. So
Absolutely.
for me, it's the same. Every time I have the opportunity to give, I want to give everything to the fans.
That's really great that you kind of got your experience ushered into the U.S. tour lifestyle, but you're with someone that he knows his shit. Like, he was in Guns N' Roses. He knows, what's going on, but the fact that he's down to earth and he's really kind to the fans and he's not having some sort of attitude, it's like, that's really reaffirming to you too. It's because that's how you align. You're very passionate about the music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you some questions that are fun.
Okay.
Ari, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Me too. Okay. Blondes or brunettes?
Blondes.
What's your favorite place to go out in LA? If you want to have a good time, where do you like to go?
I love the rainbow.
Red wine or white wine?
Red wine.
Yeah. What's your next tattoo you're gonna get?
I just got this one.
Yeah.
Really?
So what is that? It's a skeleton ballerina?
Yeah, it's me.
You're a ballerina?
It's me singing with a tutu.
Where's your tutu?
My tutu?
Why aren't you wearing it right now? This interview is canceled. No, I'm just playing.
No, someday I'm gonna wear a tutu, but
okay.
I don't have one.
Because I know you've got this for your 2 daughters.
Yeah, Miel and Freya.
Yeah.
And then when Freya was born and she was like 1 year and she started talking, we will ask her every morning about her dreams.
Yeah.
Like if she remember what she dreamed or whatever. And for a year, she will say tutus. Every time we will ask her what about her dreams, she will say tutus. And I mean, I didn't know if she knew what she was saying because she was so young to know about like ballerina tutus. And
kids are really smart. They're smarter than we know.
Yeah, but she will say that for a year. So I was like, I need to write a song about this. And then I was trying to figure out the way to make tutus rock and roll. And I found out that like there were a lot of young kids that they wanted to take like ballet classes, like lessons, and they wanted to use tutus. They were boys and they wanted to use tutus, but their teachers wouldn't allow them to use tutus. So then I came out with this idea of like diversity and gender, and I mean I wrote this song called I Dream About Tutus, and it's supposed to be something that make people realize that we are like really
No, I see what you're expressing. You're like, for people that don't have a voice and people that are judged,
that's what I was trying
they're not able to express themselves, and you know, with your power, you have a big voice. And if you're able to express that and you're able to articulate that and advocate for those people, you know, that matters.
So the song is like more, it's not only about tutus, it talks about something bigger, you know.
Yeah, that's really cool. So it's called I Dream of Tutus?
Yeah, I dream about tutus, and now that I wanna like tour more with my original project, I was like feeling it was the right time to get a tattoo.
Well, that's interesting though. I'm sorry I interrupted you, but okay. You have daughters, so it's not like you have a son that is exploring gender identity.
No, I mean, I think everyone should be allowed to express themselves. I mean, it doesn't, if I don't have a son, it doesn't mean that my daughters, they don't have the right to express themselves. In fact, the lyrics of the song, they start like, everyone deserves the right to be themselves and to be loved. Why on earth wouldn't we want that for our daughters and our sons?
Absolutely. I can't wait to hear that. Tell me about your show with Vince Neil. I know you've played with him a lot, but what is so special about this November 30th show?
Well, I'm really excited about this show.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be our last show of the year.
Oh, wow. You're not touring in December?
No.
So it's your last chance to see you and Adler and the whole crew?
This is the last chance, so if you guys want to see Steven Adler...
Or Ari.
or me playing with Vince Neil, this is your chance.
Yeah, so where are you playing again?
We are playing a casino in Winter Haven, California, and it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah. I mean, Vince Neil, wow, that's so cool.
If you guys are fans of the Sunset Strip years and you guys want to rock and roll, you should come.
I have to ask, does Vince Neil wear shorts? I always see him in shorts.
Really?
Yeah, 2023 Vince Neil, he's all like shorted out.
I don't know. I think he will look great. I don't know about that, but I think he will put a great show.
Yeah, I mean, he's wonderful. You're wonderful. Like, you and Adler, every time I've seen you perform, I mean, so impressed.
Oh, thank you.
It's like, I mean, I know people have said, you're better than Axl, but you are very good with not only your vocal abilities, but you have a very commanding stage presence.
Yeah, well, I as I was telling you, I grew up watching these great performers, and performers, sorry, and I think everything like grew up on me. Now when I'm on stage, I feel comfortable. I feel like I'm doing what I want, and I really enjoy being on stage and singing those songs for the fans. I'm not really a technical guy, so I don't warm up. I don't have any like special ritual. I just go on stage and give it all.
What are your plans for next year that you know of?
Well, next year I want to tour more, play my original songs, and I'm so glad to still be part of Steven Adler's band, and I'm so excited to play with him, and and we are gonna rock. I want to record original material. I want to tour places where we haven't toured yet. I would love to go to Europe and go to South America with Steven, because everybody...
You'd have a big pull there. Because you're from there, but also South American fans. I've only seen like Ramones documentaries, but what I've seen is they are rabid for rock and roll.
Everybody
and when
loves
someone
Steven
comes,
and so I hope to be able to do that next year. Because it will be a lot of fun.
I'm wondering, for different aspiring musicians, what advice would you give them?
If you love what you do, it doesn't matter what is like the trending thing. I mean, you have to do what you love. And if you do what you love and you know what you do, something is gonna happen. You know,
like it did with you.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I really wanted to be here. I dreamed to be here all my life, and I think if you put the energies, like if you throw that energy to the universe, I mean, there's no way that you can fail. I really don't think that I'm the best. I only know that I love to sing, and I love to play music, and
Yeah.
that's what I want to do for the rest of my life. And I'm willing to. I don't know. I want to give it all.
Well, this was an awesome conversation, Ari. It
was really fun.
Yeah, it was so cool to talk to you, hear about your process, hear about like all the projects you're doing and your passion for music. So if you want to catch Ari, he's all across the globe. Follow him on Instagram at Ari Kamin.
Yeah.
Yeah, so follow him, follow Steven Adler. You can also go to arikamin.com, follow all the updates, and thank you so much for listening. I'm Heather Foxx, here with Ari Kamin, presenting the best of the best in music and art here in LA. So thank you so much for watching, and be sure to subscribe.
Thank you.